Good morning, Jai. Well, evening for you. How's your evening going? Did you have a good day today? I'm literally just like getting ready. I was a little behind today. But recipe's already posted, so I'm gonna say we're ahead of schedule. It's always good when I've already posted recipes and got everything prepped. Side down. We're going to be making quite a few different things today. It is 5:25. So it's even earlier. Spinning, spinning, round and round and. Ooh, what are we having for dinner today? I appreciate you not being mean to me. I don't know if this milk is still good. I doubt it. Let's give it a smell. As if it's no bueno. It smells fine, actually. Actually, I think it's okay. I am shocked. Okay, and it actually came up pretty good. Okay, cool. So I don't need to make more milk. We're gonna get going here in just a second. I forgot to do a couple of things last night with my usual routine. Sausage ragu. That sounds delicious. What is that? We're also making sausage today. Popo, there's no more in your bowl, buddy. He's like, I'll be damned, Mom. Usually on Sundays, I clean out my leftovers from like the last week. Because it doesn't matter like how many times we eat leftovers. I make so much food. Because sometimes there's just never enough because PK and I eat a lot. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, well, I guess I just made too much. So I'm just cleaning out this Tupperware so that I can use it today because I'm going to need it. And I guess, okay, so what do you call the containers that store food? I guess it's storage. But then that's not really a storage container, but food storage container maybe? Because apparently you can't say Tupperware, because obviously Tupperware is like the brand, and it's not like representing of all. Does that make sense? That sounds delicious. I would definitely eat that. Alright, let me get out everything I need. I'm so sorry. I should have been more prepared before I hit start. I believe I refuse. What? We're making soup today, which I'm actually kind of excited about because I haven't had soup in a while, but I figured, you know what? I think I'm going to need to make soup because I think my time of the month is coming, and you should probably, when it's your time of the month, not like Jai, you have one, but good to know for your missus if she's in pain and can't cook. When it's that time of the month for the ladies, it's always really good to make warmer dishes and eat things that are warm. So just as an FYI. All right, let's get started. Evolving. Got a little good Paramore section going on this morning. F the brand, it's Tupperware. You mentally have one? Yeah. You've been grumpy. Why? I can feel it coming. Like, I get like, um, pre-period cramps, I guess is what they're called. So, we're gonna start with this, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, men can still have a monthly. They don't call it a cycle, obviously, because you're not cycling. Your cycle is literally a 20. Men have a 24-hour cycle, where women have 28-day cycles. But if every month, you know, you're not feeling good and stuff, it's usually, especially if you're with a woman, it's usually because you're feeding off the energy of your woman. All right. I gotta get like mentally prepared for today. So what we're gonna do, actually, we are gonna start by making our oats today, just because it's easier. So I'm gonna keep the oven. I have it already on 400 degrees from last night. So we'll do that. Give me. Yeah. You do have a hormones imbalances, and it can go through hormonal imbalances, but a man's cycle, if we're comparing it to the woman, is 24 hours. So in a 24-hour time span, that's when your when your testosterone will. You have progesterone and you have testosterone in a man still too. Women have testosterone too. And the imbalance happens in 24 hours. So that's why men have a tendency to be able to wake up and like get right to work, where women don't. Now women do, because society is you know, raised on a men's cycle, so women do, and they're forced, and they may look like it, but they're not. Like, women should be sleeping usually until about 8, 9, and they should be going to bed around 9, 10. So, well, I wonder why. I wonder why you're not feeling well. Do you think like something's coming up? Like, are you like anxious about something? But I don't know everything about cycles. I was really fascinated about all that when I was going through school, so I do know quite a bit, but not enough. Like, I am far from knowing everything. So, there's that. I just get really fascinated. Plus, I'm gonna do just a little bit more than 2 cups. I did like 2 1/4 cups of oats today. Now, we're doing pumpkin oats, which actually kind of fascinates me, because I don't know, I just like really like pumpkin. I also have a ton of pumpkin. The nice thing is, so I don't get pumpkin pie, even though it shows a pumpkin pie. This is just 100% pure pumpkin, which is really important. Don't get pumpkin pie mix. Don't do it. It's not gonna work the same. And yes, okay, this is what I like about it. Yes, it has carbs, and it really doesn't have a lot of protein, but it has really good fiber. I know like 3 grams of fiber doesn't seem like that's really good, but when you're mixing with other high fibrous foods, it's actually pretty good for you. And pumpkin is just all around good for your gut, for you and your animal. I've been getting, but yes, women are. We're definitely not. I don't really ever call anybody like a superhuman. Like I guess it's because I get the ick from when people are like, nurses are superhumans. I worked with a lot of nurses in my time. And just for reference, I've never been a nurse. I think a lot of people think I was a nurse at one point in time because I worked with nurses, but I was never a nurse. But anyway, I digress with that. It gives me the ick when people say that because I'm not doubting. Nurses do a lot, and they, especially if you're a bedside nurse, you do a lot. I was basically a bedside nurse without having the degree of being a bedside nurse. So I definitely give them kudos. But I don't know, that saying just kind of gives me the ick. But I get what you're saying, and I appreciate it, though. Alright, this is considered a wet ingredient. I'm not going to do the whole can. Yes, you can have some, baby girl. You do quite a bit. Here you go, baby. And I guess the only reason, like, yes, I think nurses are amazing people, and I think that they do a lot. And I'm never going to discredit a nurse or a doctor. I'm just saying there's other careers that do the same or similar things that don't get any credit at all. And I kind of have a soft spot for them. Okay. I gotta know. Alrighty. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's take... I need to get more, like, cat tops. Because cat tops are just, like, so perfect when it comes to lids for those. Do I have another lid? No. Alright, well, we're just gonna stick that in there like this for right now. Deal with that later. Okay. We've got oats. I need baking soda, a little pinch of salt. We're gonna do some... Okay, we got a pinch of salt in there. You take your time. I'ma be here. I ain't going nowhere until stream is done. Alright. Do a little bit of cinnamon. Way I got a no complaint. Way. Alright, where's my little measuring spoon for this? Sorry, you know. Got to see my boobies. Hi, Poe. What you doing? Poe's like, I want to be a part of the show. Alright, we're going to do a teaspoon of baking powder so that can rise. Alright, what else do we need here? We are, of course, going to need some chocolate chips. Which I gotta refill. We gotta do a little bit of a refill. We're not gonna add the chocolate chips quite yet, though. Alright, we've got our baking powder. We've got our cinnamon in there with our oats. We're gonna do some flaxseed. Hi, Bubby. You don't want to be a part of the camera? Alright, so I'm just gonna do pretty good heaping in here. I like to add flaxseed simply because it just gives a little bit of extra fiber. A little extra fiber in there, a little extra protein. It's 8 grams of protein, honestly, for this. I don't really look at carbohydrates. I think that people that look at carbohydrates should stop because carbs are your friends. Alright, so we're gonna do in our wet ingredients bowl. I'm gonna do some maple syrup. Because of course we've got to sweeten this up. We're gonna do some milk. This is homemade oat milk. Do quite a bit of that. We may need more. We'll see. Dirty little secrets. I heard the lead singer of All American Rejects is a dick. I don't know why, but my TikTok just likes to tell me random ass facts about musicians. Alright, we've got that. What else am I missing here? Oh, I need an egg. I'm just gonna do one egg. I don't really care. So we'll do one egg. Pop that bad boy in there. Alright, we're gonna give everything a mixy mix. And I am gonna use a whisk. Just to make it easier to bind together the egg. Good morning, Bunny. How are you, sweetheart? So guys, been a rough start to my new year. Well, I am proud of you for recommitting. You know, totally get it. I have not been the best with my eating habits this past year. I mean, it kind of started back in like December, but you know what? Every day is a new day, and that's what I love. Good old American Rejects. That's what I kind of love about life. Is it's all about what you make of it. You know, I'm trying to help PK realize that too, because poor unfortunate PK has not been feeling mentally well for a long time now. And, you know, it's not my shit to air out or tell, but he's very open about his mental health. But, you know, I think once we realize that, like, time is just a construct, but if you can kind of, like, twist it to make that time is, like, on your side, like, when I wake up, it's a fresh start every day. So anything is possible in that day, and I have to keep reminding myself and thinking that. I'm just gonna add a little bit more milk here. Misery, love me. So. And you know, I think that's what PK is really trying to do. He's trying to look at it that way too. We're trying to work on that. Alright, maybe I did add too much milk this time around. Well, we'll see. Alright, we're gonna add some chocolatey chips. Oh. I should probably put on an apron because I'm kind of making a mess for some odd reason. Dance, dance. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's just not... It's never easy dealing with a loved one passing. I'll tell you that. I'm so sorry for your loss, Bunny. Hopefully the family has been starting to feel a little bit better too. Alright, got a little bit of chocolate chips in there. You know, Bunny, that's the one thing I have noticed about you is that you are a very positive person despite, you know, any negativity that might happen. And I just love to see that. I envy that in people because personally myself, I do let my emotions kind of take over sometimes, which I am a lot better than I used to be with all that. But I will say, like, there we go. Oh, here, you guys want to see what I'm making? I will say, like, Which, you know, I don't think that being an emotional person is bad, and I think you can still be an emotional person and still a positive person and everything. I just think that for me, I have a very short fuse. I don't think a lot of people see it here. I do have a short fuse. I have gotten a lot better with that, though. Put salt. Hello, you're local. I have salt in here. I put salt in everything. I also have some sugar in here, too. Sugar and spice makes everything nice. Right now, this is a pumpkin and chocolate chip baked oats. It's actually gonna go in the oven right now. Here's our pumpkin and chocolate oats. I'm gonna go ahead, pop that in the oven right now. It's at 400. I usually don't cook them at that high of a temperature, but I'm going to. We're gonna put this on for 25 minutes, and that should be good. So that's our breakfast for the week. Little girl in a little after. Also, let me get an apron on, because I feel like I'm kind of messy today. What apron are we going to do today, guys? You know what? I'm going to do one I haven't worn in a while. You know I haven't worn it in a while because it's all the way in the friggin' back. I need to wear aprons more often, guys, because I make messes a lot. You guys like my crocodiles? These are my indoor crocs. I have indoor and I have outdoor crocs. But here's my apron. But yeah, you know. Alright. We gotta get to cut and everything. We got a lot of vegetables and such to cut up. It just takes some time. I don't think I'm gonna need to open another can, so let's put the can opener away. Just fine, everything will be alright. Your local, do you like to cook? If so, what kind of things do you like to cook? Alright. I like to make healthier foods. I don't like really to make meat. Meat's not really my go-to, but I do like to make healthier foods. Although we are cooking some meat today, guys. Should be proud. We have a meat and a meatless option today. So we're gonna start with our meatless option, or meat option. So both of these recipes, you can add meat to them however you want, because the Italian wedding recipe, it does have meatballs, so you can make your own meatballs, which I do like meatballs. But I'm not doing that today. We're doing meatless meatballs because I found them in the store and I thought they looked yummy. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Why the heck not? But right now we're going to be doing... I'm going to cut up some broccoli. We're going to be cutting up some sausage here. What's the matter, Bean Bean? Why are you sitting by the door? You already went out. My puppy is sitting by the door. I don't know why. What? I already let you out today, baby. You went out like literally 20 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago. However long I've been streaming for. 25 minutes ago. We're gonna go on a quick BRB. I do need to go blow my nose like a hoe. Oops, not ending. Buttons are like so close to each other. Be playing fool. Alright, I'm back, y'all. What time is it? Alright, well, we're getting close. My husband will be up in a minute. He was gonna wake up with me today for some reason. I'm like, why? I mean, I kind of like when he wants to wake up at the same time as me because I don't have to be as quiet getting up. Like, I usually am like, I don't turn the light on and I like try to be as quiet as possible and work as quickly as possible because my dog will nudge at the door because I close the door while I'm like got the lights on and everything. Because I try to feed the cats before I do anything with Nora because I don't want her like trampling over them. And when I feed the cats, they're like out of the way. But then she nudges at the door and it's like loud as fuck and I try to hurry up. Hey, Miss Murder, can I? This song just reminds me of Guitar Hero. Whoa. Alright. Cut up a good portion of broccoli. I might do both heads actually. I just don't feel like that's enough broccoli. I kind of want a ton of broccoli for this. Ugh. Woo! Jai's like, Jai, you're like, alright, you've been awake for long enough. I'm gonna fucking scare the shit out of you. That did scare the shit out of me. I was jamming to this song and then, woo! I personally think that's a better jump scare than all the screaming ones. Like, honestly, I just feel like the screaming ones do nothing for me. Hi. Hi, little baby. That's exactly it. You waited. Alright, so I'm putting this in this pot here because we're gonna wash our broccoli. Better than your morning coffee. I mean, maybe. Eventually I will have to take that off because one of these days I will give myself a heart attack. Thank you for the hydrate. I barely drank any water this morning. Also, y'all, I'm just gonna say, I don't know why, I don't know how, for a large majority of my life, I never drank coffee, right? Never drank coffee. I just never was interested. A lot of my friends would go out to coffee after school or whatever. I just wasn't into that. It's fine, whatever. When I started working overnights, I got into a really heavy caffeine addiction because I needed it for work. And so I got into like coffees and teas. I mean, I started with tea more than before coffee because I just couldn't like stomach the taste of it yet. So whatever have you. And then I started drinking coffee and I became addicted to coffee, which is fine. And Then, you know, I've tried to quit my habits of coffee addiction multiple times. It worked a little bit, but I would like get really sick or I'd get like bad headaches. Well, then I was like, very recently, I was like, I just really don't want to drink coffee anymore. Like, I just like really don't care about coffee. I'll have a coffee every once in a while. But I'm like, I could take it or leave it. And then I started drinking, I basically stopped at cold turkey. And I started drinking some matcha tea. And matcha really doesn't have that much caffeine. It's a low caffeine tea. And now I just stopped drinking that too. I mean, I do like my matcha. I'll have matcha on the weekends. Or if I'm like really fucking tired, I'll have matcha. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know why. I just like haven't really been into caffeine. So yeah, I've been doing all of these morning streams and just getting my ass up. And that's not to say I'm not fucking tired as fuck. But usually about like an hour after being awake, I kind of liven up my ass up here a little bit. Yeah. Sodium! Hi, honey. I thought you were already here, dude. How you be? Welcome on in. So yeah, guys. You know, I didn't have too much of a crazy weekend like last weekend. Last weekend was crazy, man. But, you know what? We still had a good time. What the fuck? Who redeemed that one? Thanks, Sodia. I love that one. So, yeah, I mean, we didn't, like, almost get drugged again this weekend, but we did still go out. We hung out. We actually decided to go to Vermont this weekend, which that was fun. That was nice. Very chill, very relaxing. So, Sodium, how is your Monday going? Hopefully you're having a good day. Miss Ma'am, can you get gone? I know you want to help, but you're not helping. Our oats are smelling so good. So yeah, we went to Vermont. I just kind of needed to get out. I wanted to go to a new town. We're like the, you know, like Vermont is not that far for us, so like it's fine. We kind of went more towards inward Vermont, I guess is the word you want to say. Which is cool. It was fine. So we were there for like a couple of hours. So it didn't like take up the whole day. But it's nice because it still took up some of the day, so I wasn't just sitting at home doing nothing. I also, of course, was listening to my book all last week. I didn't really listen to it that much this weekend because I really had a lot of stuff to do. And I had like 10 hours left on it when I started the weekend. I mean, now I have like 5 hours left. So I did listen to it, but I know that the rest of the book is going to start getting really good. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to listen to this because I need to get errands done and I want to like hang out with PK and I wanted to stream. So I was like, we're going to wait to finish the book today. So I'm really excited to finish the book. This is the last of the series so far. There's going to be another book coming out, which I don't usually do that. I like to wait until all or like it's kind of finalized. because I know I'm going to be left with a pit in my stomach until the other one comes out, but I have another series on backup that we're going to start after this today, after I'm done. Because believe it or not, 5 hours takes a lot longer, obviously, when I'm working, because I have to make calls and everything. I have meetings on Monday, but all right. I also have to figure out how the hell this recipe is. Okay. All the recipes are already posted on Discord, guys. So don't forget. Go over there if you want them. I just want to see, because my other recipe, they bake things in a weird order. Oh, okay. So they just do it through everything. Okay. They throw everything on the pan. So that's what I'm going to do here in a second. So I'm not going to put anything on here, but I am going to spray this just a little bit. I usually use my silicone mats, but I don't really have a silicone mat that's a good size for this pan. So I'm just going to put my sweet potatoes on here. I just need to kind of get them out of the way. That's kind of why I'm doing this. I think I'll cut up this one and another. I mean, I'm not really a white guy, but, you know, pretty fly for a white guy, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. Do a big one. Darth! I don't even have... Oh, actually I do have bacon in the house. Darth, how are you? Did you stream yesterday? I was running around like crazy after stream, so I thought I saw your name, but I wasn't sure. And if so, what did you make? And good morning. Hey. Right now I'm making a lunch. You did? What did you make? I'm sad I couldn't go in. Pero torito? Okay. Okay. Alright. It's 6 o'clock. I gotta start making PK's coffee here, y'all. Oh, is PK awake? Looks like he's awake. Alright, where the freak-a-leak is my coffee cups here? I don't have one over there. There's a coffee cup. You know what? PK's getting a fancy coffee. I found these in the drawer the other day. That sounds delicious. Oh, there's a taco place around here. And it's like real authentic, like Mexican food. And they have like bra tacos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I never do. But PK gets mad at me when I say it, but whatever. Anyway, so They have them as tacos, and they're so fucking good. All right, got that. We gotta cut up our sausage here. Our other stuff is probably done. Okay. Oh, Nora. Honey, I'm gonna hurt you if you don't be careful. Alright. So I am gonna try to take the casing off. Oh, good morning. Is my menu not working? Oh, it did work. Okay. I'm surprised. I guess it just works for certain people. So right now we have in the oven our pumpkin oats, which are actually almost done. And then we're making our lunch right now. And then we're also going to be making our soup next. We've got a lot of veggies we need to cut for the soup. We're doing an Italian wedding soup. Yeah. Well, it had like this little slit on the top, so I thought it was gonna be easy just to like slip it off, but it was not. There we go. There we are. Now, I'm not gonna I don't want it like minced, but I do want it kind of. No, you're such a good helper. Alright. Let's cut up a couple of these at a time. I'm just gonna kind of just like roughly chop them. I don't really care how big. Okay. Move that out of the way. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now, I did cut up a lot of broccoli for this recipe, which is fine. I just put that on the sheet pan. We gotta wash this. But before I do that, I gotta get my broccoli out here. Just wash my broccoli here a little bit. Now we're gonna make our sauce for this. We're making a honey garlic sauce. It's gonna go on top. Let's give that a spin in our salad spinner. I really love Italian wedding soup. I haven't had it in like forever, but I do really like it. Okay, and actually what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I wanna get like the sweet, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in the large pot, or large bowl I should say, not a pot. We're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do. It's just gonna be easier to do this way. I'm gonna put our broccoli in the bowl, and I'm also going to put our sweet potatoes, even though I already put it on the pan. It's all right. Yes. So we're doing a honey garlic sauce. I'm not gonna put the sausage with it. I'm just gonna do the veggies in the sauce. Nora's like, what the heck are you doing, Mom? Alright, so we've got our broccoli and our sweet potatoes. Let's make a little bit of a sauce. So, excuse me, Nora. Mommy has to clean here for a second. She's like, how dare you move me, Mom? How dare you, Mama? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Let's take a peek at this. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm just gonna put it in for another few minutes. It smells so good. Did everybody have a good weekend? I feel like you guys already told me about your weekends yesterday. Alright, I just gotta clean off a little bit. This bowl. I don't want to dirty too many bowls. I hate when I like pull out a bowl every 5 seconds. Alright. So, that's the bowl we're going to use to make our honey garlic. So we gotta get garlic, duh. Where did PK put my garlic? There it is. Weekend was awesome. I love to hear that. Ashes. Yeah. I'm finally starting to wake up. Alright. Perfecto. Yes, I'm lazy. I just buy minced garlic. Alright, I'm taking like huge heaps of garlic. We're doing a ton of garlic. I mean, is there really ever too much garlic? Let's be honest. Now, the recipe calls about like roasting it and all that jazz. I'm not doing that. I don't care enough to do that. So we've got garlic in here. We're gonna do some honey, salt, pepper. I'm on fire. I haven't been to the farmer's market to get like honey from my honey guy. Alright, come on now. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna do some salt and pepper. Actually, do more salt. Got a lot of Jack Johnson in this one, and I like it. I'm here for it. Pumpkin oats are done. Put these over here to cool. It's already on 400 degrees. This is how we want it. Alright, got honey. We're gonna add a little bit of soy sauce. Not a lot, I just want a little bit. Perfect. We're gonna do some pepper. I'm gonna do some garlic and onion powder. Okay. Garlic and onion powder, duh. Why would you leave these out? I know we already have garlic in there, but just add more. Who cares? Alrighty, have a great day at work, Darth. Hopefully this week treats you well. Alright, perfect. I feel like I need something else in here. Alright, well, we're just gonna scoop this on in. And give this a good old mix-a-boo. I'm also gonna do a little bit of olive oil on the veggies. And then they're gonna go right in. And we're gonna move on to our soup. Alright, perfect. Let's give this a mix. Forget about the things I said when I was drunk. Smells good. Try to really get it all in there, you know? So our NRL is coming to Vegas from Thursday to Sunday. You're what? Am I just dumb? What's an NRL? Alright, this should be good. Whoops. Man down. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of spread out the sausage that are on here. Alright, we'll spread this around. And then we're gonna put the National Rugby League. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. That's really cool. We gotta get all this garlic out of here. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Alright, this is gonna go into the oven. Gonna go into the oven. It's at 400 degrees. Excuse me, Nor. All right, 400 degrees for how long? Let's see. 30 minutes. You got it. Perfect. Choo-choo train outside. All right, now we gotta do our soup. So let's get to that recipe. All the recipes are already on Discord, guys. I know I say that about 1,000 times, but it's true. Go there. I just need to see what veggies we got going on here. All right. All right, so we need some carrots, some celery. Whoops. All right, cool. All right, we're doing good. What else do I need? Okay, those are really... We need onion. Okay. Get us a big onion. Perfect. Let's see, how many carrots do they do? 1 1/4 cups. All right, well, I'm gonna do 3 carrots. Okay. So I'm gonna cut these up before I start. Once I get the onion cut up, we'll start the heat on here. Come on. And everything, but I want to cut up the majority of my vegetables first, because they're all going to go in there. The celery, the carrots, and the onion. They're all going to go in there, and they're going to be cooking a little bit just to get kind of softened up, and until the onions are a little bit more translucent. Now we're doing meatless meatballs in this recipe. You can make homemade meatballs if you want. I'm not. I was like, you know what? I am far too lazy for that shit. So we bought store-bought ones, and we're like, I couldn't find regular meatballs. So we're like, you know what? Let's do these meatless meatballs. Hopefully they're good. Yes, you can have some carrots. Ice cream time. I'm jealous. I love ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a little bit. Since we made our Choco Tacos. Girly pop. I love the Killers. Yeah, you better gotta help me out. All right. Let's get the ends off these ones. What kind of ice cream? Yeah, it's been a bit. What kind of ice cream are you having? That's the important question. My favorite ice cream, honestly, is strawberry. There are flavors. I was talking about this with you guys like a couple weeks ago. Like, there are other flavors I really like, but like I can't think of them. There's an ice cream place by us that makes all homemade ice creams. Chocolate sauce topping? Fuck yeah. So like, they make all their own homemade soft ice creams. And oh my god, they're so good. In the summertime, we go like once a week. Strawberry cookie dough, yeah, that one's good. I love mango sorbet. Oh, I don't like mango anything. Two. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of mango. Oh, it still looks gloomy out. Like the sun would typically be rising right now. I wonder if we're gonna get snow or rain today. I didn't check the weather. Yeah, we have food coloring like red, green, blue, dyes, yellow. So, no bueno. I know. Alright, let's turn on that heat. I'm gonna put it on a medium. I know, we're gonna have to figure out something for the summer with the food coloring, because I think that's how they make some of their other ice creams too. And you kind of can't... It's hard. PK really can't have ice cream because lately his stomach has just not been agreeing with a lot of different dairy products. And I think that ice cream is going to be one of them that he can't eat unless he eats like a small bowl. But here's like the weird thing. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Here's the weird thing. So this weekend we went to a sushi restaurant. We got Japanese soda. And we got two different flavors. And one of the bottles was from Japan. And the other bottle was from, like, made in the United States. And the one from Japan had food coloring in it. And then the one made in the United States did not have any food coloring in it. Isn't that so weird? If anything, I would have thought the opposite, especially since the one that I had gotten, which we ended up giving to PK because it didn't have any food coloring, was strawberry, which was a very vibrant red color. But there we go. But, you know, whatever. It was just really strange. Faster, faster. All our food coloring can't have artificial additives over here. Yeah, well that's good though that they're strict. Master Splits! I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! I know. I was like, wow, I really want Cocoa Puffs after writing that. Alright, we're gonna add all of our veggies right on in. Let's get them in there. And we're gonna cook them for a little bit. Not that long. Oops. Roly poly oly. Faster, faster. Master Splits, how was your weekend? How are you doing today? Alright, perf. Let's... Perfect. I'm on medium heat. I'm gonna put more like towards medium. Lower. Alright, we'll let that go for a little bit. I want to get the package out to see how the whatchamacallit needs to be. The meatballs. Okay. What did I say I needed? Well, we're gonna need garlic again. Oh, the meatballs, which are in the freezer. Guys, we're gonna have to make butternut squash soup again because I'm kind of feeling it. Preparation. 400 for 10 to 11 minutes. You got it. It's already on 400, so might as well do that way. So how I'm gonna do this though is I'm gonna put it in a baking tray. That way, like, I don't think there's gonna be any grease spillover or anything like that, but whew, just to be safe, put them in a baking dish. I know, right? All right, perfect. I love that they're like small little ones. I could have microwaved them, but that sounds kind of gross. All right, 10 to 11 minutes. So let's just pop these bad boys in there. So here's our little mini guys. I'm gonna put these in there. Perfect. We're doing pretty good on time with everything. So I want this to get kind of a little bit more translucent. Then we're gonna add some seasonings. How is this? We've already made our breakfast. Let's get, good morning, Iran. How are you? So here's our breakfast. So I'm gonna cut that up so that PK can have a slice. Now it's gonna not cut out smooth because it's not completely chilled all the way, but that's a-okay. Let's get a knife. Kind of small. Just did a small piece, but you know what? Give them both sides. Let's see if I can do this without fucking it up. Oh, okay, that came out pretty smooth. Let's see if the other side's gonna come out just as smooth. All right. I'm gonna have a taste of his. Smashing. Hello, viewer discretion advised. Sorry, I was chewing. This right here is our pumpkin chocolate chip oats. That's what we made for breakfast. And then we're making Italian wedding soup in this pot right here. So Italian wedding soup is just Italian soup with like vegetables, meatballs, and small pastina. And then, yes, in the oven right now we have a honey roasted sausage, sweet potato, and broccoli dish. Yes, it's similar to pumpkin soup. It's only 3:32 a.m. for me over here. Why are you awake? You made chicken salad? Ooh. I love chicken salad, but I like it with rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken. Okay, so there's a girl that I really love on TikTok. I think her name is Baylin. Baylin? Something like that. I don't actually know. But she's so cute. I love her so much. She has Tourette's. And of course she has the classic symptoms, you know, swearing, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I'm getting all my ingredients out that I need. And all that jazz. No, I don't want that. But she does this thing that she goes, tap that rotisserie chicken, and it's so funny. I love when she does it. Obviously, she can't help the things that she does, but she makes fun of herself. What am I looking for? Better when we're together. I don't know. Better when we're together. I just want to keep stirring these so that they don't stick to the bottom or get burnt. We're also going to add broth. You can use veggie broth, chicken broth, whatever you want. I'm going to use whatever I got. So that seems to be chicken broth. Interesting. All right, that's fine. I really thought I had vegetable broth. Ooh, is that veggie broth up there? I'm too short for this shit, y'all. Nope. It's all chicken. I've got all chicken broth, huh? I suppose. Yep, it's all chicken. Okay, that's fine. It's always better when we're together. Tom, good morning. Turns out they prefer grains. Or corn, that's true. Tom, how are you? Alright, so this isn't gonna be totally a vegetarian dish, but whatever. I'm not vegetarian, so I don't care. Alright. Looking good. I want to check my sausage, which... No. Alright, that's go. Still going. How was your weekend, Tom? Alright, guys. We're looking good. We're doing good here. I'm just gonna put away a couple of things to make room. It's starting to get brighter. You know what? This is actually why I really like cooking in the morning, is I love waking up with the sun. Like this morning, it was a nice, beautiful moon when I let Nora out to go to the bathroom. And then now, like, the sun's not really coming up. It's actually kind of a gloomy morning. But it's nice to wake up with it getting lighter and lighter out, you know? Oh, PK, I never gave you your coffee this morning, dude. I'm sorry. Is it warm? Let me know if this is not warm enough. I can microwave it. Oh, you're gonna put that on there? Okay. Oh, happy late birthday, Tom. I'm so sorry. I never wished you a happy birthday. Did you know Ratatouille and Venom? It's basically the same movie. What'd you do for your birthday? This is true. This is so true. What'd you do for your birthday, Tom? Okay. Let's add in our chicken broth here. I'm gonna do the whole thing. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of water. It's like Pocahontas and Avatar. Yes. It's kind of true. It's funny how, like, when you vaguely describe things, they can sound so similar, like, and it's like, the fuck? The fuck? Oh, shit. Are you new here? The Combat Wombat. Hello, welcome on in. Love the name. Love the freaking name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. My name is Kaychick. I'm a healthy food streamer, primarily on the weekdays, and on the weekends we do crafts. How are you? Let me know how you found us. Alright, we need some garlic. Some garlic. Where's my spoon? Here we are. Alright. A couple of friends came over. I made burgers for everyone. And wow, you cooked on your birthday? Wow. Wow. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's like with everything, right? All right, we got our garlic in there. Let's do some pepper. I'm not gonna really add too much salt because there's already salt in the broth. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit. If you have Italian seasoning, add that. I don't ever carry that. Oh, well, welcome on in. Monday mornings, we stream Meal Prep Mondays. Get a little tired though, so we're not as energetic as usual, but glad you found us. I'm so happy you're here. All right, I'm doing some onion powder. I like a lot of onion powder. I'm just gonna do a little bit of garlic powder because we just added some regular garlic. That's good. Let's add our parsley. These aren't even open. All right, you have a good nap. Thank you for the lurk, babe. Do you like to cook? I'm gonna just call you Wombat right now, if you don't mind. All right, let's get a little bit of oregano in there. I love oregano. I'm just gonna do a little bit of my umami. I love this stuff. I got this from Trader Joe's. It's the umami mushroom. It just gives a nice earthy feel to a lot of recipes. So I like it. All right, let's give that a good stir. I might add just a little bit of... I wish I had bay leaves, but I don't have any. Do a little bit of thyme, just a little bit. Thyme can be kind of stronger, so. Perfect. Excuse me. Well, welcome on in. I don't know what either of those things are. All right, how are we looking so far? We're looking pretty good. Oh shit, my things need to come out. Oof, that was hot. Our balls are done. They look really good, actually. These are our meatballs. I'm gonna get a thing. All right, those are gonna go into our soup here eventually. I do need to add some water. All right, I'm gonna let that boil. So let's put the top on. I also want to add some more water to it. So let us do that. I'm just gonna use this measuring cup. I think I'm gonna add like 3 cups of water. Alright, that should be good for right now. We're also gonna do pasta in there. So that'll be good. All right, let's get out our lunch that we made, guys. But as a uni student, the best way to describe the food is... Yeah, I can understand that completely. All right, let me change the camera view so you guys can actually see it. Those are our balls. This is our lunch. This is a honey garlic, broccoli, sweet potato, and sausage. So good. So I am going to transfer that into a dish. Gregory, how are you? That looks lovely. Thank you. So we do healthy food here. So Mondays are for meal prepping. I just like to not worry about stuff, and I can kind of stay a little bit more on my eating if I have things prepped. This summer it will be coming eventually, and then we will do some more like composting and less waste stuff. Sadly, in the wintertime, I do have a tendency to waste a little bit, so okay. Let's do this. We go. But yeah, Gregory, how are you? Welcome on in. And we've made some pumpkin baked oats. They were high fiber, higher protein. Ooh, these look really good. We're gonna have to really let this soak. There's like a really nice glaze on this, guys. Oh, it looks so good. From that honey. Trying to get up all of those like bits and pieces. Oh, smells so good. There we go. So this is for lunch. Yes, I store everything in the fridge. I don't really meal prep that like much food. So now I'm gonna pop this right in the fridge. Now I know it's really hot still. I'm not gonna let it cool down to room temperature first before going into the fridge, because that can actually cause more bacteria in your food. So we're gonna pop this right on the fridge without a lid. Don't worry, the rest of your food is gonna be fine. Without a lid, it goes right on in there, right in the fridge. That still needs to cook. But that's just to ensure that it will cool down appropriately. Food safety is huge, especially when meal prepping. It really scares me when some people meal prep, because got to make sure. Yes, thank you so much for the hydrate. Always have my water around. That's definitely like one of the things when people are meal prepping. I've never had such motivation for meal prepping. Really? How come? It just really scares me, like when people make things with rice, especially rice and pasta, they can grow bacteria because the thing about pastas and rice is they suck in moisture. That's how they bake and that's how they make. So with that so much moisture, it actually can cause even more dangerous bacteria than if you're making vegetables and you let vegetables sit out on the counter for a little bit and then put in the oven or put in the fridge. It's okay if it's like, you know, half an hour on the counter, whatever, you go in there. But with rice, if you're meal prepping rice, you want to cook the rice last, then put that in there and then get it right in the fridge. That way you don't, you know, food poison yourself. That's one thing we used to see all of the time when I worked in GI, is people would food poison themselves all of the time, especially with rice. I never prep. I just roll the dice of what I have in the fridge. We do that a lot too. We usually do pantry cleanouts. That happens every once in a while when I start to hoard too much canned goods. Yep, we meal prep. Every Monday we meal prep. That's not to say that I eat healthy, because even though I try, this is like my way of trying. Unfortunately, I have huge cravings for fast food, and I eat a lot of fast food. But we're trying to get better with that. When there's more sunlight, I do have a tendency to be less depressed, less wanting to eat everything in my sight. So meal prep does work for me. So we're going to keep on meal prepping. And then this is great. Like, I'm obviously a woman. I have my time of my month, and I have really bad endometriosis. So when my endometriosis is bad, I can't do anything. When I get a flare up, I can't cook. I can't sit. I can't stand. I can't lay. I can't do anything. So when I can meal prep as much as possible before that time, which is coming for me right now, I can feel it. It hurts a little bit. It just makes things easier. Then my husband doesn't have to worry about what's for dinner. He doesn't have to make dinner. And if I want to eat, I'll eat whatever I've got, you know? To be honest, I think the one thing about motivation is just forcing yourself to do it. I don't think anybody is truly, I mean, I guess there are times where I'm more motivated than others, but I don't know. Like, cause I'll tell you, Monday mornings when my 5 o'clock alarm goes off, I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to cancel stream. I say it to myself every morning, and then I look at my phone and I look at my recipes and I'm like, you're not going to cancel stream. Get your ass up. Exactly. As long as it works for you. And some people, meal prep does not work for them because they do not like to eat leftovers, which is basically what meal prep is. All right, perfect. We're on a rolling boil. Beautiful. Just gonna kind of give this a little bit of a stir. All right, I'm gonna make the pasta that's gonna go in here. We're gonna throw, is this hot? A little warm. We are going to throw these bad boys right on in there. Okay. So those are actually our meatless meatballs that we just made. So let's make our pasta while that cooks for a little bit longer. I'm going to cook it in a separate bowl because I don't want it to soak up all that broth that we have in there. So I am going to make it in a different pot. Use whatever pasta you want. I want pastina, which pastina means little pasta. Little pasta. So we're going to go with orzo. It's the smallest pasta I've got in there, so we'll do that. I'm trying to eat healthy for my partner, as she says I do not take care of myself. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hey, I'm glad that you're on a healthy journey. Sometimes it just takes another person to help get you there, right? Let me get a top for that. I don't know if this one's gonna fit. It does, perfect. I started making bigger changes in my life of getting healthy when my back started hurting a lot. When I was really like overweight, my back was hurting so much. I couldn't do like everyday activities. I was having a hard time moving and breathing. So I was like, you know what? We need to start getting healthy. So I forced myself to get healthy. Yeah. I would definitely consult your pediatrician or your doctor, whoever you go to. But I mean, if you think about it, like a toddler, they don't really eat too many things that aren't like meal prep worthy, you know what I mean? I used to meal prep for the girl that I babysat for a lot. I would get her stuff ready. And sometimes meal prep, all it means is like cutting up like you can meal prep so many different ways. You can meal prep like I meal prep, where I literally make the physical meals. Or you could at least just get things ready, like cut up your vegetables. So like the vegetables are all ready. And like gather all your ingredients for your one dishes and put them all together. You know what I mean? That could be meal prepping. You know what I mean? So it can mean so many different things. And depending on where you live and what you eat and all those kind of things, you may meal prep differently. If you're eating a lot of canned goods, you may not need to meal prep quite as much as like if you're eating like a lot of vegetables and stuff, you may want to kind of, you know, meal prep all that. But like with that being said, like if you think about it, when you go to the grocery store and you buy baby food, like, you know what I'm thinking about, like those pouches, you know, those are basically meal prep. They're like meal prep smoothies or juices, or you know what I mean, except for they have preservatives in those to keep them fresh longer. So all right, I'm just gonna kind of start cleaning a little bit so you guys aren't gonna see me here in frame for a second. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to kids, I always say ask a pediatrician, but just to always play it safe. I always say that too with like anything, you should like consult your doctor. I'm not a doctor. There we go. I know what works for my body. I know what works for, you know, I can give you helpful tips and hints with certain things. I'm also not really a chef either. So I don't always know. I don't always have the answer for, like, some people will ask me questions about like cooking temperatures and stuff. I don't always have the answer for those kind of things either. And I will say, to a fault, I'm terrible at cooking meat. So I avoid meat a lot. Actually, John, who's one of our good friends here in the community, he thought I was a vegetarian. So when we did, I did a cooking competition, and I had, my last round was going up against John, and he was like, oh, I have to be mindful. I can't pick anything of meat because you're vegetarian. I mean, I didn't tell him at that point that I wasn't, but because I didn't want him to be like, oh yes, then I'm gonna pick meat because I'm bad at cooking with meat. But you know, I make a lot of vegetarian and vegan meals also because they're healthy, and too much meat is not always a good thing. Of any meat, too much of anything is not good, but so, you know. Wish you were here. Alright, I'm just cleaning up a little bit. One, so I don't have to do it later, because I do have to work after that. I do still have to work. But yeah. Do you have a little baby at home, Gregory? Honestly, and you know what? It's so funny because I hear a lot, people are like, oh my gosh, I wish I had the energy you have to, you know, stream before work and meal prep and everything like that. And I really like, I really appreciate that. I take that as a compliment because I really force myself to do this. But like, then I look at some people, like some people on TikTok and stuff, and I'm just like, geez, how do they have the energy? And sometimes I feel like, oh geez, I don't do enough, you know? I'm like, these people are working like 40 plus hours, and doing like all this video editing and multiple platforms, and I'm like, Jesus. He's 10 months. Oh. That's great. Alright, that needs to soak for sure. Wow, PK. Thank you for that random ass fact. PK is also my husband, by the way, for any of the newcomers. There we go. Great. We're kind of getting there, guys. How am I looking on this? Still not boiled. This is pretty much like done. I'm just gonna turn this down to like a medium heat and let this just simmer. So everything in this is done. We just have to add the pasta. All the recipes are already on Discord, guys. I do encourage you go to the Discord because I do post a lot of recipe. I post the recipes for all week. We have a pet channel. I love to see people's pets. We have a selfies channel if you want to post whatever kind of selfie you want. So yeah, got a lot of different things going on in there. I'm not always the best at checking, but I do try to check at least twice a day, morning and night. I've turned off my notifications for all of my Discord just because I just can't deal with notifications all day long. What do you call a narcoleptic family member? A napkin. Don't do it. Alright, we're getting nice and clean. Ooh. That was wet. Alright, we're looking pretty a-okay. So, that's great. I mean, we're not even... What time is it? It's 7 o'clock, guys. So, we're doing really good. I love when I finish, like... We're not finished with stream quite yet, but like I love when I get close to finishing stream and I have plenty of time to take a shower and relax before work because I start work at 8:30. So yeah, it's nice. When do I arrange? Well, I used to be really good. So I cook Monday mornings and Tuesday nights on stream. So usually Tuesday or Wednesday, I would prep whatever the meal would be for the next week. I do a lot of research on meals and stuff like that. I also try to plan my meals around my cycle. And eat for like my body. So, I do a lot of research to try to keep recipes fresh and not do the same recipe all the goddamn time. So I usually start to do a lot of research and then get my grocery list all good. And finally it's on Wednesdays. And I used to go grocery shopping on Thursday or Friday. But I've been more grocery shopping on the weekends because I feel like my vegetables go bad. Like I don't want my vegetables to go bad by the next week. If that makes sense. All right, we're almost to boiling point there. Okay, have a great night, Wombat. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for your follow. Kisses. Have a good night. Have a great Tuesday. Alright, this looks really yummy. Little Dave Matthews. I know, it's like stop opening it. Okay, but how long do I need to cook this? 6 to 8 minutes. Very nice. It's so cool when you guys tell me like, oh, it's this time and stuff, because like I'm always trying to be like, where the hell do they live? Like, where do they live in the map? Like, I kind of know some time zones, but I'm really bad with that. And I never remember where anybody lives, except for like Jai. Except for my Australia friends. I know where they live because I always try to make it a point to know all my Aussie friends. Ocelot, good morning. It's 7 o'clock for you. 7 o'clock here. Gregory, it's 7 p.m. there. Are you in Australia? Or in that part of the time zones? Ocelot, how have you been? How are you doing, sweetheart? I know I saw you yesterday, but... Oh, all right. So are you having lunch, Bunny? What's on the menu for lunch today? Or did you not eat, or do you not eat lunch? I like to eat lunch later, but I've been so hungry lately, I've been eating it away earlier. You're awake? I feel that. Chicken sandwiches. What's for dinner? We're just kind of waiting for my water to boil. I don't know how to talk, guys. All right, we're boiled. No time to exchange. All right, I'm not gonna use this whole thing. I'm gonna do probably about like half. Was that half? No. That was like half. This is my all-time favorite pasta, is orzo. Orzo. I just like it a lot. So I'm just gonna let that kind of go for a little bit. I probably did way too much water for that, but that's fine. Lights on you up and I. What is English? I don't know. What is life? Waiting for my pasta to water. That's right. Now I'm waiting for my water to pasta. 3 languages in a trench coat pretending to be a single language. That's very true. I would argue more than 3 languages. Going a little too hard for this song. PK does not like Dave Matthews Band that much. I do kind of like Dave Matthews Band. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I do like them. Not enough to go to a concert, but... This smells so good. Alright, let's put this on a timer for like 3 more minutes. Alright, I'm gonna go on a BRB really, really quick. I just want to go take my medicine. Keep an eye on your son. Cause the dogs never work. The living shit out of me. Alright, that doesn't really need to have the top on anymore. Damn. It's fine, I guess. Okay. Under your shirt. I just want to eat a meatball so bad. I want to try this meatless meatball. But I'm not going to. Something about soup just makes me feel so good. Dallas, good morning. How are you, sweetheart? Guys, like my air guitar? I probably wouldn't win any air guitar shows, but you know. Finna go to work? Fuck work. I gotta go to work too. I don't want to go to work either. Luckily, I don't have to go anywhere to go to work, but I have to work. Teenage skip. I don't know if this is still gonna be too thick. I don't know. We'll find out. There we go. This was my mom's. This was my mom's from like when she was very young. It's like a fold-up strainer. I just like think that these holes are gonna be small enough to dump the pasta, but I don't know. Because the pasta's tiny, I don't want it to go through the holes, and my other strainer's too big.
The orzo?
Yeah.
No, I won't fit through there.
I guess we'll find out, right? Hate this song. I gotta change the song. Sorry guys, I don't like this song. I'm not a fan of AJR or whatever the hell their name is. I say call off. Let's all call off and say, sorry guys, we're gonna be all hanging out together, so fuck all y'all. My job would write me out for that, but whatever. You're already working, and I don't wanna. I know, right? Oh, Gregory, thank you so much for the follow. All right, y'all. Let's move this. I like to move it. I didn't put my thing on there, but that's fine because I need to dump it like this anyway. Girl, the rock show. Oh God, I felt like I was gonna drop that there for a second. I could do it the opposite way. Let's see. No, that'll just shrink in there. Oh yeah, that was done a while ago. Okay. Perfect. Girl at a rock show. Oh yeah, that's my little knife. So a while ago we were like trying to like do clips to use as the fuck did I get all over me? To use for the to use for those sound alerts. And that was the one people picked. So there was that. All right, we got our teeny tiny pasta in there. Everything's in here. This looks so good. I kind of want to taste it to see if it needs any more pepper. Let's see. Ooh, that's really good. That is muy bueno. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, guys. Look at us. We did it. We did it. Hooray. I gotta wash my hand. I got something on my hand. All right, now I gotta figure out where the fuck I'm gonna put everything in my goddamn fridge. This is moving up here along with this. Okay. All right, let's move our soup out. Here's our soup, guys. Great. Look at us, guys. We did really good today. We got everything done all before 7:30. And I'm going to say that was a success. That was a very good success. We have streamed for... Why does it say I've only streamed for 1 hour and 58 minutes? Did we lose connection at one point? Let's see. Oh, no, that makes sense, I guess. I tried to stream for at least 2 hours on Monday, but that's fine. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let's see if anybody's on. Let's see if... I don't know if I want to raid today, but let's see. Let's see if anybody's on. Let's take a peek a week. Yeah, we can raid. Who are we gonna raid today? Let's raid Kazan. She's playing The Sims, guys. Kazan is such a fun person. She's so energetic. I love her so much. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all the new followers. Thank you guys for your sound alert redemptions. Thank you for being here. I'll be on tomorrow night. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll see you guys then. Make sure to drink your water, eat something healthy today, a fruit, vegetable, maybe both. I don't care. And yeah, let's go watch Kazan. Thanks for being here, guys. Bye.